Change my heart, oh God. Make it ever true. Change my heart, oh God. May I be like you. Change my heart, oh God. Make it ever true. Change my heart, oh God. May I be like you. You are the potter, I am the clay. Mold me and make me. This is what I pray. Change my heart, oh God. Make it ever true. Change my heart, oh God. May I be like you.
Well, that would be a great way to start off the new year, huh? To have our heart change and to have a new heart, and to be like Jesus. Sometimes I'm so far away from that, but I'm trying. Next Sunday, Heather Williams will be speaking. I'm so happy about that. I will be here. I'm going away just for 4 days in Miami, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I'll be back Friday. But Heather will be speaking someday. We're going to be blessed. The new year's coming very quickly. Are you all excited? Today's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then on Thursday, January 1st, 2009. When you write out that big fat check, make sure you change the date. Well, you know, let me pray. Father, I thank you that you're here. And I take a big leap of faith, God, as you speak to your people. Use me, O Lord, to say what you want to say, I pray, in your name. About a month ago, most of the Americans, they wanted something new in the United States. And they wanted a new president. They wanted a new change. And they said, we're going to have Obama for president. And you know, I like the man. I like him. I like his color. I like his diversity. But as an American and as a Christian, I want God to make me faithful to pray for him every day. He has an assignment. I mean, if you clicked on the news this morning, you know that there's some fighting going on over in the Gaza Strip, and there's probably about 270 lives lost and a lot more. And Israel is saying they're going to fight as hard as they can. They're just going to. And the Palestinians are saying, watch out, there's going to be a reaction, there's going to be violence. So besides what's going on there and what's going on in India and Pakistan and what's going on in your own heart and life, you have a voice too, don't you? Amen. We all do. We're all looking for something new to happen. We're all looking for change to happen. I'm so glad that as Christians, we know the end of the story. We know that Jesus is going to come again and that there's going to be a new heaven and a new earth. But until then, we all have something to do to make it new in our own lives and in our own world. So let's get into a message this morning. In 2009, I'd like to give you this message from the Bible, from the book of Luke, the 35th verse. There's a story about a blind man in Luke, the 18th chapter, and the 35th verse. This sounds just like my Concom telephone. In and out, in and out, in and out. I'm probably doing something to it.
Yeah, put it in back.
Okay. So we have a story that's probably familiar to most of you about a blind man. And reading from verse 35, it says, "And then it happened as he was coming near Jericho, that a certain blind man sat by the road begging." Now I want to stop there, because my teacher hated beggars. And for those of you that are just here today, when I say my teacher, I'm saying my husband, I'm saying Pastor George, because I was his best student. I was the most intimate with the teacher. He taught me the most from the time he opened his eyes until he went to bed. And my teacher, he hated begging. And the one thing he always wanted us to do as a mission is to never instill that begging mentality. I remember when we first moved here to Sosua, I know the woman, she ministers in our tent once a month. She came knocking the door and she started crying and complaining about what she needed and what she wanted. And George says, "We won't give her a thing, or she'll be here every day, and so there'll be another line." And the teacher always said, "We're here as new missions to preach the gospel. And besides the gospel, we really believe in educating the children and giving them a chance to pull themselves up. And along with the education, we do some other things like health, and we may make an exception. Somebody may need surgery, we'll take up an offering for it." But the one thing that George didn't like was he didn't like beggars. He didn't want that begging mentality on the mission field. And you can imagine in Haiti, with over 9,000 students and all the pastors and 400 workers, if every time we had a team of American visitors show up there, if they were allowed to beg, you'd have like the trampling going on like you do at Walmart the day after Thanksgiving when people get killed. Because they would have to reach that person to beg off them. If you ever get begged off here, you tell John about it. But New Missions does not foster or appreciate a begging mentality. Jesus came to give us life abundantly. We preach the gospel, and believe me, we won't let you go hungry or die. When you're bleeding, I won't pray for you. I will pray for you, but I'll put you in my car and take you to the hospital while I'm praying for you. So I'm not going to be a religious fanatic. But we don't like beggars. But here was a beggar in the Bible on the side of the road. And he heard a crowd of people going by. And he didn't know what was going on, because he was blind and he couldn't see. So he said to the people that were mingling there, "What is going on?" Because he could hear the crowd of people passing. And they said to him, "Jesus of Nazareth, he's going by." Boy, that was his signal. So this man cried out saying, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." And the people said, "Shut up. Be quiet." And you know what he did? He screamed all the more, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." Now this morning, are you going to listen to the crowd and shut up? Who are you going to listen to? Who's going to influence you? From the depths of your heart, will you have that screaming faith to say, "Jesus of Nazareth, have mercy on me"? The blind man had that screaming faith as he said, "Son of David, have mercy on me." And you know something? Sometimes when people scream at us, we stop and we listen. I know when I used to get screamed at, I would stop and listen. And Jesus stopped and he called the blind man to him.